Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to part 1 of Dragon Age Origins. It is currently 10:53 p.m. on Friday the 14th of June 2024. And we're starting our Dragon Age Origins playthrough. It's time. It is time. I absolutely adore this game. I haven't played it in probably 13 years, 14 years. But with the announcement of Veilguard very recently, I'm pretty excited to run through this. I've never really played 2. I've seen bits and pieces of 2. And I've played through the base story of Inquisition, but I haven't done any of the side stuff or any of the DLCs, so I'm probably keen to play through that again as well. Yes, I know the servers are unavailable because they don't exist anymore. And we will be using Dragon Age Keep to carry over between the 2 games. I probably won't be doing them back to back necessarily. Yeah, no, I'm very excited. Very excited. Now, oh, sorry. If I do sound a little bit croaky, it's because I am still in the final stages of recuperation after, well, if you've been here with us for a while, you know exactly what went on, but I'm 90 to 95% all sorted now, so that is good. Hello, Albatross. Welcome, welcome. 43-month sub streak. Crazy. You forget to unsub for that long. But thank you. Very kind of you. Let's jump straight in. I believe it's a cutscene to start with. Oh yeah, and we've got all the DLC, which we will also probably play through. Again, I don't know if I will necessarily do it all back to back, but we'll see what happens. Hello, Robert. Welcome, welcome. And so is the golden city blackened. With each step you take in my hall, marvel at perfection, for it is fleeting, and you have brought sin to heaven and doom upon all the world. Canticle of Threnody, 8:13.
The chantry teaches us that it is the hubris of men which brought the Darkspawn into our world. The mages had sought to usurp heaven, but instead they destroyed it. They were cast out, twisted and cursed by their own corruption. They returned as monsters, the first of the Darkspawn. They became a blight upon the lands, unstoppable and relentless. The dwarven kingdoms were the first to fall, and from the deep roads, the Darkspawn drove at us again and again, until finally we neared annihilation.
The way is shut. In Khazad-dûm. Ah, the golems.
Until the Grey Wardens came. Men and women from every race, warriors and mages, barbarians and kings. The Grey Wardens sacrificed everything to stem the tide of darkness and prevail.
Somehow.
It has been 4 centuries since that victory, and we have kept our vigil. We have watched and waited for the Darkspawn to return.
They're dead.
but those who once called us heroes have forgotten.
It's been 400 years.
We are few now, and our warnings have been ignored for too long. It may even be too late, for I have seen with my own eyes what lies on the horizon. Maker, help us all.
A blurry cloud. Spooky. Ooh, character customization. Here we go for the next hour. Thank you for the resub, Robert. Very kind of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Man, am I happy you streamed too short to ruin the streak. That's the sub streak though, isn't it? Not the watch streak? Anyway. Darkspawn more like Darkspawn, yep. And the Grey Wardens, well, I mean, you can be whatever you want to be in this, really. Thank you for the gift sub, Albatross. Gifted to Dave Carey. Alright, well, I hope they enjoy the emotes. It didn't do it? No, no. It does let you know. It does tell you that. You need 3 different people? No, you don't. It did reset your streak. Twitch lied. Haha. Alright, anyway. So, my plan is, I want to play through all of the Origins, basically to create 6 characters. But our main character will be this one. Which is funny, because we're doing it first. And then we're going to do the other ones later, but... it is a plan that I've had for a while. Humans, the most numerous yet the most divided of all the races. Only 4 times have they ever united under a single cause, the last being centuries ago. Religion and the chantry play a large part in human society. It distinguishes them, culturally, from elves and dwarves more than anything else. Humans can be warriors, rogues, or mages. Racial benefits are +1 strength, +1 dexterity, +1 magic, and +1 cunning, so just a bit of an all-rounder. Elves! Once enslaved by humans, most elves have all but lost their culture, scrounging an impoverished living in the slums of human cities. Only the nomadic Dalish tribes still cling to their traditions, living by the bow and the rule of their old gods as they roam the ancient forests welcome nowhere else. Elves can be warriors, rogues, or mages. They benefit of +2 willpower and +2 magic. So you're going to make a mage, make one of them. They're old gods. Maybe something that we should keep in mind in the future. The dwarf, rigidly bound by caste and tradition, the dwarves have been waging a losing war for generations, trying to protect the last stronghold of their once vast underground empire from Darkspawn. Dwarves are very tough and have a high resistance to all forms of magic, thus preventing them from becoming mages. Well, 99% of them. Racial benefits are +1 strength, +1 dexterity, +2 constitution, and a 10% chance to resist hostile magic, which is a pretty high chance. It said one more, so I did it, and then it just added time. Can we name them? I mean, maybe. Can we name it Saddle? No. Maybe. I don't know. We'll figure that out. Warriors are powerful fighters, focusing on melee and ranged weapons to deal with their foes. So weapons. They can withstand and deliver a great deal of punishment, and have a strong understanding of tactics and strategy. Specializations for a warrior include Berserker, Templar, Champion, and Reaver. Class benefits, +4 strength, +3 dexterity, and +3 constitution. Although if you become a Templar, you will be addicted to magic draft. It's not drugs. Mage. As dangerous as it is potent, magic is a curse for those lacking the will to wield it. Malevolent spirits that wish to enter the world of the living are drawn to mages like beacons, putting the mage and everyone nearby in constant danger. Because of this, mages lead lives of isolation, locked away from the world that they threaten. Specializations include Spirit Healer, Shapeshifter, Arcane Warrior, Blood Mage, and Possessed. Class benefits, +5 magic, +4 willpower, and +1 cunning. Wouldn't it be funny if it was like +10 strength? You'd be like, what? Rogues. Rogues are skilled adventurers who come from all walks of life. All rogues possess some skill in picking locks and spotting traps, making them valuable assets to any party. Tactically, they are not ideal for the frontline fighters, but if rogues can circle around behind their target, they can backstab to devastating effect. Rogue specializations are Ranger, Bard, Duelist, and Assassin. Class benefits are +4 dexterity, +2 willpower, and +4 cunning. And if you've been on the channel for a while, you know what I'm gonna pick. It's a rogue. Now, because we're human and not a mage, we can only pick one origin. But that's okay, because we will do the other ones at a later date. If you're unaware with Dragon Age Origins, basically the origin of your character when you do this creation dictates the first hour or two of the game. And they are vastly different. And then later on in the game, the characters that you met in your origin and the storylines that were there will be entwined as like side quests and stuff, and sort of that story will progress later. If you have different origins, you can come across similar characters that would have been in the other origin stories, but because you don't have the background with them, they're just someone that you meet along the way and have their own thing going on. But it's different because you can't obviously do the extras. No, I dictate the first and following hours of the game. I mean a bit, yeah. Anyway, human noble. Born to wealth and power, second only to royalty, you find your training in both diplomacy and battle put to the test as your brother leads the bulk of your family's forces to war in the south. Oh, Aiden. No, that's not it. We have a name. This is the old school keyboard too. His name is Keith.
Greetings.
He is Keith Cousland. Cousland? Cooland. Cowland. Cousland. Anyway, we'll figure it out. An NPC will say it at some point, and then I'll forget. Keith Saddleman? They can't change their last name. Alright. I feel like I picked this face. I don't know. Maybe I picked this one and just gave him like a big beard. He looks sad. Why does he look sad? I don't want him to be sad. That looks like a Fallout character. Alright, let's see what we got. And these tattoos are full on or nothing. Oh. What do we got? Here we go, beards. That changes his whole jawline? It's not just like, yeah, we'll put some hair on. It changes his neck and everything? And also, it looks as though once you give him a beard, you can't change his mouth or his jaw. Interesting. It's so weird when you don't play as a girl. I mean, I thought about changing, but this is Keith's story. Oh my god, look at how sunken his cheeks are. This is a preset. This is a preset. Look at how sunken his cheeks are. It's crazy. I haven't messed with that. That's anyway, whatever. Fine. Horrifying. More like hollowfying. Ha! Get it? I don't like that. We're gonna make a biker. He's gonna have handlebars. It's gonna be great. Hair and beard color. What do we got? It's the second last at the moment. Can you do something? He did originally have dark hair. I'm not too stressed on the character creation side of things as to what he's gonna be. It's very red, isn't it? No blue though. Eyebrows. No. None. Oh, none even more. Why do we have 5 options for eyebrows and one is no eyebrows and another one is, nah, it's no eyebrows. That's, well, that makes up for it. That's like 3 lots of eyebrows altogether. Double? Oh. All it seems to be changing is, like, his temples. Like, above his eyebrow, if you have a look. Like, on, off, on, off, on, off, on, off. And, like, around his lip somewhere. Interesting. Okay. That'll do, I guess. I don't know. Can't really see under the beard, so it doesn't really matter. Eyebrows double color. Red as fuck, like the rest of him. Good. Alright, what do we got for hairstyle? Let's see. None. Some. Less. Man, I feel attacked. Okay. Okay. I know that hairstyle. That's our mate. Except it's red, not blonde, but still. A lot of them are going to be very similar. Ooh, that's a cool little plait. He's got a cool little plait in his hair. He's supposed to be a noble, right? And he didn't go to war with his brother. This is like, what about if we just add a little bit more? Just a little more. A little bit more. Ah, if it was one side, then I could be like, he's a Jedi. That's very Duncan. That's very Aragorn. That's... ah. Okay, so second last. Right, looks like this. Okay, or this one. Right, with the little plait. Or this one. I swear to God, if one of you goes, go through them again. No braid. You don't like the braid? Not a fan? Don't like that one, Posty? You don't like the tiny side plait? That's alright. He's just real hot. Ah, okay. Fair enough. How you doing, Posty? Welcome, welcome. Alright, so you guys are saying, like, no side plait, but, like, no plait altogether? Don't mind that one. Don't mind killing time till a doctor's appointment? Ah, I know that feeling. I have a doctor's appointment on Tuesday. This is what I'm doing. Killing time. That one's nice. Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, he's a noble, right? So, a noble it is. Alright. I mean, he's definitely supposed to be like a main character, right? We can give him some flashy hair color. Eyes. We'll just... I don't want to mess with them too much. So we might just mess with the color. Main character, pink hair. Ah, there's no pink hair though. Reminds you of Legolas? Ah, it does a bit actually. Alright, what do we got? Like orange? Well, it's like a real bluey blue. Okay. Bluey blue? Or like... Where'd it go? Or like an orange? You know how much time I've been wasting on Fallout Shelter because you made the game look cool? Ha! It's a good time waster game. It really is. It really is. I need to go back and do some more. Bluey blue, you reckon? Does stand out a little bit as like a contrast. Nose. Nostril width. Pointy nose. It's funny, you make it down to nothing and you're like, oh, that's not too bad actually. And then you bring it back to mid where it was and you're like, that looks weird now. So bridge, if we go, hold on. Bridge, is it going to be bridge depth? Oh, Jesus. Or you can make his face concave. Go back to the orange? Never. Blue and orange are contrasting colours. They certainly are. Alright, well we're at the last nose shape, so let's just bring this one back here. I don't know if this is gonna like move all the sliders. No, it's not. It's actually different noses. Okay. He's got a little turned up nose. Pointy as fuck. You can make it go up and down and be like no 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 no. Anyway. Yeah, I don't particularly like too wide of a nose, like too chonky of a nose. That's what you get for not paying 100% attention. Exactly. Like a cute anime character. That little turned up one, even though it kind of makes him look like a girl. Which one? This one. I don't know if it makes him look like a girl. I mean, that's just genetics, right? Like, noses aren't... Like, sure, there's definitely, like, noses that you're like, oh, that one looks more masculine or more feminine, but, like, the little pointy turned up nose is kind of, like, just unfortunate for him. I feel like he wouldn't be great in, like, a dust storm. That seems really low. I don't know, they're all the same. I'll just go with this one and leave it be. What do you reckon? It's so cute from the side, all turned up. Yep. Aquiline with the aquiline with like that bit. There's the is it aquiline? This the sticky out bit? Like the bridge is very prominent. Can't remember. Neck and ears. I'm not gonna fuck with that. Portrait. I remember this. Okay. Okay, first off, we're gonna give him a background. Alright. So, let's give him... I like the blue. Yeah, let's go with the blue. I know, right? It's like, this is just his portrait. But here's the thing. Do you see where I'm coming from now? You like that they have that? I do too. I do too. Perfect. Now it's getting way too specific. Look at how you can make your token look. Exactly. Immediately moves him off screen. Yep. Alright, and then if we do this. Left nostril only, that's my good side. Yep. Do that. Then we do this one. Nailed it. Good old Keith. They're like, smile. It's like, what? Okay, hold on. No. I don't remember what the original was. Something like that? I don't know. Actually, what if we just... See, that looks like it's right in the middle of everything, but he's still, like, lopsided. We'll just make him face backwards. All the other characters are going to be facing to the right, and he's going to be like, I look this way. Perfect. Oh, now here's the most important thing. His voice, right? Because we're going to hear a lot of him going, I've got this one, attacking, or whatever. Makes sense, though, if they're facing to the right and he's facing to the left. That's how they have a conversation, as long as they're not standing on the wrong side. Oh, they're not even facing each other. They're back to back. Pure and simple.
No, it is gone. I should do something else. I need buy, please. Till we meet again.
Nah.
How do you do?
Ooh.
Damn! Lost the spell! This is not good. Scoot!
Off I go.
Nah.
Greetings.
No.
Well, that didn't work. My weapon isn't working.
It sounds more like mentor.
Move aside. Till we meet again.
Greetings. I've lost my concentration! This weapon does nothing. I must get by.
I know that voice.
Fare you well.
That's
No, that won't work at all.
That's Gideon. Is his name Gideon something? Gideon. He's a quite a popular voice actor. He has a very distinct voice.
Blasted! I've lost the spell. It is unharmed.
Vampire dude? I don't know. He's probably played a vampire before.
Charmed, I'm sure.
No.
It didn't work. Coming through.
Listen to one clip. Nope. Well, that didn't work.
Farewell.
Yeah.
Greetings.
Ah, my spell! My weapon does nothing.
You're in my way. Goodbye.
He's a bit of a dick.
Greetings.
How do you do?
Right, casting. Focus. Coming through.
Off I go.
Greetings. I cannot cast it. This weapon does nothing.
Yeah, all right. Let's use Gideon. On experience, the timing was hilarious. Just perfectly timed. Like, nope, that's bad. Oh well, that didn't work. Yep. I am glad. All right. So we have Keith. G'day, Saint. Welcome, welcome. How you doing, bud? Strength measures a character's physical prowess. Now, I can just chuck points into shit, but also, some games change it up, and they're like, no, mages use strength. Strength measures a character's physical prowess and directly affects the damage a character deals in physical combat. It also contributes to the accuracy of melee attacks. High strength is essential for warriors, in particular if they wish to wield two-handed weapons. It is nearly as critical for rogues. Okay? Dexterity is a measure of agility, reflexes, and balance. Higher dexterity improves a character's chances to hit, makes the character more likely to dodge incoming blows, and contributes to the damage dealt by piercing weapons like daggers or arrows. Archery and dual weapon fighting styles demand high dexterity to master, making this attribute a favourite for rogues. Willpower represents a character's determination and mental fortitude. With high willpower, mages can cast more spells thanks to a deep mana pool, and for warriors and rogues, willpower grants more stamina for combat techniques and special attacks. Okay. Magic is a measure of the character's natural affinity for the arcane. This attribute is crucial for mages since it directly increases the character's spell power score, which determines the potency of all spells. The magic attribute also determines how effective potions, poultices, and salves are for all classes. Cunning determines how well a character learns and reasons. Most skills, such as herbalism or combat tactics, require a quick mind to master, and an observant eye can more easily find weakness in enemy armor. Rogues benefit most from this statistic, as many of their class abilities and special attacks rely on subtlety or reading the target, not raw strength. Constitution. Constitution represents health and resilience. Higher constitution directly increases the amount of damage a character can take before falling on the battlefield. Falling on the battlefield is embarrassing. Okay, so we got 5 points to spend. Let's put 1 point in strength. We'll put 2 points in cunning. And we'll put 2 points in... Yeah, do that. That sounds good. Okay. Alright, so what do we got? Points to spend, 1. I can pick 1. Can I take away points? Oh no, that's just me going back a page. Alright. Alright, so what do we got? Coercion requires 10 cunning. Okay. Character is influential enough to convince others to change their views. Strength contributes to a more intimidating character, whereas cunning contributes to a more persuasive character. Okay. Because we've got 17 cunning. So that's good. Okay. What's this? Stealing. The character is quick. The character is quick enough to pilfer small items from others, whether friendly or hostile, so long as they're not too alert. Trap making. The characters learn to construct basic traps and lures out of common components. Character can detect the presence of nearby creatures below the character's own level. This skill also grants a small bonus to nature resistance. The character can make simple poultices, potions, and salves from common herbs. You gotta remember that the plague is just a psyop, because if you believe that, it makes the symptoms less intense. I'm not completely motionless and unable to move. It's just a conspiracy. Yep. Worried you guys can hear me coughing and dying in the background. I'm trying to hold it all together. Ah, yes. Poison making. Okay, we can't do that till level 4, but... The character has survived the difficult learning process of making simple poisons and grenades. Okay. Interesting. Character has completed basic combat training. Warriors and rogues gain access to the first tier weapon talents. Mages can take more damage from an attack before it interrupts their spellcasting. Warriors and rogues gain access to the second tier of weapon talents, as well as a bonus to stamina regen. Okay. The character has seen more battles than even a seasoned soldier and gains a small bonus to attack. Warriors and rogues gain access to third tier weapon talents. Mages can take more damage from an attack before it interrupts their spellcasting. And then, better again. Combat tactics. The character can formulate strategies quickly in battle and consequently gains a combat tactics slot. They can now analyze the battlefield more astutely and consequently gains an additional slot, 2 additional slots. They're able to plan for every eventuality in case... I'm assuming that this gives you... I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what. I'll have to see that in practice. Your daughter was 4 and normally super running around. The day that she got sick, she was just laying on the couch for the whole day. It totally cleared up the next day though, so it was nice. But then we couldn't smell anything for a while. Yeah, I've heard loss of taste is a big thing. I've been quite lucky. Ooh. Saint, pressed first. And also Estes. Thank you, Saint. I think we will probably go with coercion. Because you never know when you're going to start doing persuasions. Alright, so rogue abilities. Dirty fighting. The rogue incapacitates a target who takes no damage from the attack, but is stunned for a short time. Quick stepping. Can easily outmaneuver opponents. Oh my god, there's so many different things. Easily outmaneuver opponents, granting a wider flanking angle that makes backstabs easier to achieve. Okay. When the target's incapacitated, the opportunistic rogue strikes where it hurts the most, inflicting automatic backstabs against stunned or paralyzed targets. Okay, so you'd obviously want to use this one because it will incapacitate it and then stab the shit out of him. And then feign death. The rogue collapses at enemies' feet, making them lose interest and seek other targets until the rogue gives up the ruse. Interesting. You'd be like, I'm dying, I need to pretend to die. The rogue delivers a swift and unsportsmanlike kick to the target, dealing normal combat damage, as well as imposing penalties to defense and movement speed unless the target passes a resistance check. Swift strike at a vulnerable area on the target, dealing more damage but gaining a bonus to armor penetration. Okay. Lethality. The rogue has a keen eye for weak spots and thus gains a bonus to critical chance for all attacks. Additionally, if the rogue's cunning score is greater than strength, sharpness of mind lets the character use the cunning modifier to affect attack damage in place of the strength modifier. Wait, what? Ah, so we don't need points in strength if we do that. Interesting. The rogue gains an almost preternatural ability to sense and avoid danger. This talent grants a 1 in 5 chance of evading physical attacks, including being stunned or knocked down. Okay. Ooh, deft hands, lockpicking. Lockpicking handy. Lockpicking handy. All rogues have some understanding of opening locks and spotting traps. Particularly dexterous hands and a steady grip give the character a bonus when picking locks or disarming traps. The character's cunning score also contributes to these skills. Okay, so probably lockpicking. Stealth. The rogue has learned to fade from view, although perceptive enemies may not be fooled. Taking any action beyond movement, including engaging in combat or using items, will still attract attention. If the rogue initiates combat while still stealth, the first strike is an automatic critical hit or backstab. And then we could do dual weapons or archery, which I kind of want to focus on one or the other. I don't want to do dual weapons and archery. Alright, so we'll go with the point of lockpicking. I don't want to learn kick to the nuts. Or it looks like it's a leg sweep, but still. Okay. Dual weapon training. The character has become more proficient in fighting with 2 weapons and now deals... I think I'm going to go with dual weapons. Like, archery is interesting, but I think I'm going to go with dual weapons. So, characters become more proficient fighting with 2 weapons and now deals closer to normal damage bonus with the offhanded weapon. Extremely skilled. Bonuses to attack and defense. Significant experience, gaining a bonus to critical chance as well as possibility with each hit to inflict bleeding lacerations that continue to damage a target for a time. Only a chosen few master the complicated art of fighting 2 weapons. The character is now among the elite company, able to wield full-size weapons in both hands. Stamina costs for all dual weapon talents are also reduced. That's kind of handy. Character strikes with both weapons simultaneously. Attacks cause more damage, but the character cannot inflict regular critical hits or backstabs. You mean for that attack, right? I'm assuming it's for that attack. Oh, it's like a buff. Okay. It's like a mode buff. Riposte. Or riposte. Character strikes a target once, dealing normal damage, as well as stunning the opponent unless it passes a check. The character then strikes with the other weapon, generating a critical hit if the target was stunned. Okay. Strikes lower to target, gaining momentary attack bonus and hitting critically if the attack connects, while crippling the target with penalties to movement, speed, attack, and defense. Okay. So if we, like, go down the path of trying to stun and cripple and, you know, incapacitate as much as possible, and then we go and get the... You stab things better when they don't move, then that's good. Character makes 3 blows against the target, dealing normal damage to the first 2 strikes and generating a critical hit for the final blow. If it connects, the target may also suffer penalties to attack and defense, or be knocked to the ground. Dual weapon sweep. Character sweeps both weapons in a broad forward arc, striking nearby enemies with one or both weapons and inflicting significantly more damage than normal. They lash out with a flurry of 3 blows, dealing normal combat damage with each hit. Character has learned to carry one attack through to the next, increasing attack speed substantially. It consumes stamina quickly, however. Okay, so attack fast, but use stamina. The character flies into a whirling dance of death, striking out at surrounding enemies with both weapons. Each hit deals normal combat damage. Okay. I don't know, I kind of like the dual weapon sweep. Dance of Death, yeah, that's pretty cool. I do like the idea of wielding full-size weapons in both hands though too. That's pretty sick. I don't know, I've got a feeling we're going to get a lot of points to spend anyway. Please select difficulty. We're going to go normal because I just don't. Friendly fire inflicts full damage on your party members. Nah, I'm good. Thank you.
For generations, your family, the Kuzlans, has stewarded the lands of Highever, earning the loyalty of your people with justice and temperance.
Kuzland.
When your country was occupied by the Orlesian Empire, your father and grandfather served the embattled kings of your land. Today, your elder brother takes up House Kuzlan's banner in service to the crown, not against the men of Orlais, but against the bestial Darkspawn rising in the south.
I trust then that your troops will be here shortly.
I expect they will start arriving tonight, and we can march tomorrow. I apologize for the delay, my lord. This is entirely my fault.
No. The appearance of the Darkspawn in the south has us all scrambling, doesn't it? I only received the call from the king a few days ago myself. I'll send my eldest off with my men. You and I will ride tomorrow just like the old days.
He's totally not going to betray us.
Though we both had less grey in our hair then, and we fought Orlesians, not monsters.
At least the smell will be the same. I'm sorry, Pop, I didn't see you there.
Hello.
Hal, you remember my son?
I see he's grown into a fine young man. Pleased to see you again, lad.
I've never met you before in my life. But, because that was basically character creation and stuff, we've now met our couple of people here. I'm gonna stop there. I can't pause it. Pause is bad. Pause doesn't work. I'm gonna stop there for this first chapter. We'll call it chapter 0, I guess. And we'll be back with the actual first chapter of the story in the next one. So if you're watching this tomorrow, 10 years from now, long after I'm gone, you're awesome. And I'm sure you'll hear from me again. I will catch you next time. See ya.